So it's 2023 already, and you are panicking because exams are this year. Hi, I'm Chanelle, language success coach, and I'm here to help you understand what you need to do for the exams. Now, this is a video that's for anybody who is preparing for the CSEC exam or even for CAPE exams. This is really general advice, and here is what I want you to do. Right now, first off, recognize that it is normal to feel a bit panicked and nervous. It's normal, all right? It's actually normal to feel a little agitated because you're going to prepare for something big, all right? Now, what's not normal is staying in your agitation. It's not helpful either. I mean, let me strike off that not normal and say it's not helpful, all right? It's not helpful. It's not good for your mental health to be preparing for exams and not studying and then wondering what you're going to do, because the actual thing you need to do is put a plan in place to actually study. So, how do you create a plan? First thing you need to do is you need to know your deadline. You need to know your exam dates. Figure out your exam dates, and then boom, you've got a deadline that you're definitely aiming for. The second thing you need to do is figure out what subjects you need a lot of help in and what subjects you need a little help in. Now, let me see if I can give you an idea of how you kind of figure out the difference. A subject you don't need a lot of help in or a little help in is one where you can just do the past papers immediately. Quite frankly, in January, you should be doing past papers. This is what you should be doing for the rest of the year until exams. Past papers, practice, right? Especially the you language students, English, Spanish, French, Portuguese, you're supposed to be practicing, right? Um, if it is you're doing a subject and you're not sure of the past paper, what it looks like, what content is coming, what you have to study, you haven't cracked the book since Form 4, you don't know what your teacher is talking about, you probably haven't seen your teacher, right? Unfortunately, some people have that problem with teachers either having no teacher for a subject or just an absent teacher. Then you need to put a lot of work in, right? So once you figured out what you're okay at and what you're not so okay at, you go to the third step. You make your own personal timetable to get ahead. Now, people get confused with this personal timetable thing. They start to, you know, figure out every single waking hour they have that they're just going to start studying. You can't really do that. You need to figure out certain things like, I've got school still, if you've got school still. I've got lessons, because lessons for a subject is you working on the subject, right? If you're in a lessons that's not helping you, leave it, okay? If you're in a lessons then you're liming, it's not very helpful for your mental health. If your goal is to pass exams, that's not helpful to your mental health. All right. So you need to factor in the school sessions, all the actual helpful things, and then you add on your own personal work. Again, I strongly recommend diving into the past paper. Even for those of you who think you're way, way, way behind and that you need a lot of work, I recommend doing your past paper first, because I'll tell you, I had a student for Spanish and she told me, Miss, I'm horrible. My teacher sucks. I don't know what's going on. I don't know anything. And I said, okay. I thought she was really bad. And then when I actually started to assess her, because I tend to assess my students, I actually have a process of giving students guidance. They're called consults for English A and for Spanish. And I was like, oh, you're not so bad. You have a very good foundation. We can make it for exams. All right. We can make it for exams. So the best thing to do is actually start doing those past paper questions. All right. And creating that process. So you have three things that you need to do. One, know your exam dates. Two, figure out what you're good at, what you're not so good at. And three, make a very practical timetable, personal study timetable that's going to incorporate past paper work. All right. Now, here's the bonus thing you need to do. If you realize that you're doing a subject and you have zero help, maybe you need one actual lessons, paid lessons, right? Now, if paid lessons not an option, there's YouTube, right? We have a lot more information on YouTube. Like this video is on YouTube, and you have study groups. If you've got serious friends, not the Lima friends, the Lima friends are great for mental health when you want to lime. The Lima friends are not good for your mental health when you actually want to study and get a particular grade. All right. So you do those things and you will be putting yourself in a lot more secure, less stressful position for exams in 2023.